My name is Sprite, and today I'm going to rank every Minecraft food in this game's long history. And there's no way around it, you will be offended. Alright, starting off with the humble apple. Now, I'm very fond of this one. I like this texture, but I'm very fond of the older texture. You know, it reminds me of the old UHC days. It also only gives like 2 little saturation bars, 2 little meat stick bars, so I can't give it more than a B. Next, the baked potato. Now, honestly, the baked potato is one of my favorite items in Minecraft. Going through a village, you're always looking for potatoes, you're looking for wheat, you're looking for whatever, carrots, whatever. But you're also looking for those potatoes. They're a solid food, a solid, vegetarian option. I love it. One last thing about the baked potato. It used to be better. It used to give like, what, three hunger meat sticks? Now it gives 2.5, right? So for that reason, I have to drop it down from an S. It's got to be an A tier. Still solid performance from the kid. Raw beef, amazing. When I think of a Minecraft food, I think of the raw beef. You start up a world, you're going for beef, you're going for pork, and for that reason, it's got to be at least an A tier. We'll put it at B tier. The beetroot, who uses this thing? Why would you ever use it if you can get the amazing potato and then the carrot that's coming up? And even wheat. And even hay bales. Yeah, it's going F tier. It's absolutely garbage. Because I've never ever went out of my way to use beetroots. And next up, beetroot soup. Honestly, F tier also. Because I don't know how to actually craft it. Mojang was like, this is gonna be like the best thing ever. Like you're gonna love that we added more vegetarian options. But no one cares about beetroot soup or vegetarians. It's where it belongs, all the way down in the trenches at F tier. We have the bowl. Why is the bowl in here? Oh, I put this here because when you eat a beetroot soup or a stew, you eat the bowl. Like you eat the bowl. You eat the bowl. You eat the bowl. The bread is a solid choice. Anytime you're hitting up a village, you're gonna go for those hay bales. You're gonna make a bunch of bread. It only gives you the 2.5 haunches, but it's so fast and efficient, especially early game. I think it's got to be S tier. Next is the cake, and this is another one where Mojang really wanted players to love it, and they're just wrong. The cake is almost down at F tier. It's like Peeps, but they suck. Like they are purely there for decoration and for special occasions. That's what I think of when I think of a Minecraft cake. Yeah, and they have really no other use outside of that. The only thing that maybe brings it up from a D tier is that it has songs about it. Like one of the best songs, I bake some cake. You gotta look that one up. So I'm gonna bring it up to a C tier, and it's got the decorational purposes. What? The carrot is a classic. It used to be better, just like the potato. It used to be better. What was it, 2.5? Now I gotta look this one up. It used to do 2 hunger meat sticks, but now it only does 1.5. It's still, you find it in villages. You're not really upset. It's not offensive. It's great. Raw chicken actually pains me on an emotional level because it implies that there's bacteria in Minecraft. You basically get hunger when you got raw rabbit, you got raw beef, you got raw pork. You'd think any of these other foods would be detrimental to your health. Out of all of them, we have raw chicken, and that's the one that gets the harshest treatment. So, for that reason, you just never want to eat it. And it's just sitting there in your inventory until you cook it. So it's quite a shame. It's marginally worse than the bowl. D tier. The chorus fruit, which is also trash. And now, I remember when this thing was announced. The chorus fruit had such a unique purpose, and I admire Mojang for doing something unique. The cons are, you have no idea where you're going, and you're probably gonna die anytime you eat one of these. Honestly, F tier. It's so bad. It's so bad, dude. Like, you never want to eat these if you're in the end. The only place it spawns is in the end. Next up, raw cod. Honestly, raw cod is better. It's fine, because now you can kill the fish. You can just go spearfishing. It's inoffensive. It's not gonna hurt you, and you can fish. Just go fishing in general, and you'll get the raw cod. C tier. Inoffensive. It works. Steak. Oh, what else can I say about steak? Going along the same thought process as raw beef, it's like one of the first things you get in a Minecraft world. It's one of the best foods. You can use fire aspect. You can use flint and steels. You have steak for days. I think I have to go S tier. It's an S tier food. Going back along the same thought process, chicken, you know, inoffensive. One of the first things you get in a game, A tier. Cooked cod. This one, it'll be harder to get. Still, it's not quite as iconic as some of these other ones here. So I'm gonna throw it in B tier. Let's see, we have cooked mutton. So this one's kind of interesting. They added it later. Maybe that drops it a tier. It's less iconic, but it's so good that it's here. Gotta put it in A tier. Next, the cooked pork. Dude, there's nothing else to say. It's an S tier food. It's pretty much as good as it comes. It's as good as the steak. They used to have the same texture too, so like they were interchangeable. Cannot complain. I can't say the same about the rabbit though. Rabbit? Who actually kills rabbits in this game? They're impossible to breed. They're impossible to catch, and they have no other use. Why not go kill a chicken? Why not go kill a cow? Yeah, we're putting this down at C. It's a great food. Not very iconic because no one uses it. The Great Atlantic Salmon next. Now, this one I always thought was a little interesting. When you look at it closely, it's got a little mouth open. He's kind of begging for life, and he's dead. He's cooked. He's absolutely fried. It's kind of a shame. And now he's sitting here on a tier list, and he's about as good as the cod. Honestly, I'd even say he's better. Are you gonna go out of your way and go kill a cod, or are you gonna go kill a salmon? Let's be honest. We're gonna kill a salmon. Next is the cookie. I like this one. This one's fun. This one leads to some fun moments. If your friend ever has a parrot, tell them they should feed it a cookie for a special Easter egg. And for that reason, it's not a D tier, it's not a C tier, but honestly, it's an A tier. When you see the cookie texture, you know we're talking Minecraft here. You get to have some funny moments with friends that maybe will ruin some friendships. I think that's pretty fun. Dried kelp sucks. The one saving grace with dried kelp, you can eat it really fast, but it sucks. So it only feeds like a half a hunger meat stick. And then also, you can take it and craft it into a dried kelp block. It's like a Christmas present. When are you ever going to use that? It goes down here. Enchanted golden apple. Oh, how far you have fallen. They used to craft the notch apples, and then you weren't able to craft the notch apples. For me, I never use the enchanted golden apple. They're just kind of like there. And all the effects too, like, I think they used to be stronger. They're B tier. Glowberries are another thing that's just kind of there. That was another thing that I was like, when they first announced it, I was thinking this would be a sweet cave food, a sweet treat in the caves, right? Yeah, it feeds you this feeds you one meat stick, one measly meat stick. That's useless. You're gonna go down there with like a stack of steak anyway. Why would you ever need this? So for that reason, you're down here. I'm never gonna be making a farm for these glowberries. I'm never gonna be really going after them. They're just kind of there in the game, which is kind of a shame. All right, back to the regular golden apple. Now this one's a little more iconic. All right, when you look at a regular golden apple, you're thinking iconic, and it's changed less than the enchanted golden apple. And you can find it in a lot of different places, but at least you can craft them. So honestly, A tier. The golden carrot, it has everything the carrot has, and you can craft it. I mean, if we're going off of the best foods in the game, it's amazing. If we're going off of like how accessible this guy is, it's not very useful and accessible. That's why it's getting dropped down to A tier. The honey bottle. What's cool about the honey bottle? All right, it has its own sound. It's canonical that you don't eat the honey. It's canonical that you drink the honey. It's kind of weird because you eat the whole bowl in a stew or in a soup, and it makes the chomping sound, but then you just drink the glass, like the fluid out of the glass of this, but it doesn't sound like the potion. I don't know, I'm conflicted. It goes C tier. All right, watermelon. But yeah, these are just classic, iconic. They barely change textures. They're good in a pinch. Kind of like the carrots, just a little worse than the carrots. So you can get a lot of them. And that's really, really good. Yeah, and they remind me of summer. They go up here in the B tier. The mushroom stew. For a similar reason, great in a pinch if you're stuck in the nether. So long as you have wood. For that reason, honestly, we're going A tier. A tier for the mushroom stew. Everyone, round of applause for the mushroom stew. He's made it so far. You can even take a bowl and use it on a mushroom, and he will be filled up so nicely. So, mushroom stew, very, very useful when you know how to use them right. The raw mutton is pretty interesting. It had a rich history. You used to not be able to get any mutton. They only had the steak and the pork, and then later on they added mutton, and that was pretty amazing. They wanted to add more meat types, so now they just need to add like veal and lamb and turtle and every other meat to the game, and I'll be happy. But we got mutton, and it's just a great meat. It's raw though, but it's great in a pinch again. So we're gonna slide her in right here. Can't say the same about the poisonous potato. That thing is ugly. Ugh. And I've been waiting for like 10 years for this thing to get a use. Yeah, this thing is like completely useless. Kind of like YouTubers. It's F tier. I was waiting for it to be in some super potion recipe, do something really cool, but it's not done anything. You're sitting there with a chest full of poisonous potatoes, and you're like, why do these things even exist? Why do you exist? Why do you exist, man? We got the raw pork. Raw pork. So, raw pork is amazing. It's one of everyone's first foods, just like the steak, just like the regular pork. Honestly, it's right here. It's a beautiful texture, beautiful in accessibility. It's amazing. The regular old potato. It's got a decent texture. It has a terrible hunger bar situation, hunger meat stick situation. It only heals like half a meat stick. This thing I would argue looked better before the whole texture overhaul. But I think I'm gonna drop it down to C tier, or maybe even D tier. The thing looked appetizing before, and now this thing looks like it was taken from the dirt. We're gonna put it at the end of C tier right here. We have the puffer fish. He's just a funny little guy. You throw him in a bucket, and he'll jump around and he'll poison your enemies, your worst enemies, unless he's dead. He's just a funny little guy though, and I like that. Let's throw him by the cookie, because cookies are funny little guys too. All right, we got the pumpkin pie, another niche little food we got here. It's fun. Like, not a lot of people go out of their way. Similar to the cake here. You might need to remember the recipe. Unlike me, I'm cultured. I know how to make cake. I know how to make pumpkin pie. Reminds me of opening up that fresh, store-bought pumpkin pie for those Thanksgiving family meals. We are going to put this little pumpkin pie up here. Raw rabbit, for the same reason as the other rabbit on this list. It's raw, and it's annoying, super annoying to collect. These all are even worse, so we gotta put it at C tier. Next is rabbit stew, and honestly, the texture is atrocious. And oh, dude, it heals you a lot actually. Maybe that brings it up. Gives you what, like 5 meat sticks on the meat stick index. Ooh, that's actually good. But you're brought down by the atrocious texture. I don't really see a point to this thing. Meat sticks, 5 meat sticks is good, dude. All right, you're going to the bottom of C tier because no one really respects you. Rotten flesh. Now this might be a hot take. Rotten flesh heals you for 2 bars. You have a chance of not getting hunger, and it's abundant everywhere. And not only that, you can take rotten flesh, take all your extra rotten flesh, and get infinite emeralds if you trade it. I'm gonna put it S tier. It's amazing. When you're in a pinch, it's actually good. When you're stuck in a cave, what food do you go to? You don't go to the stupid glowberries. You go to the rotten flesh, and it's actually useful. Salmon. We can put the cooked salmon here. Hey, that's fine now. Swimming around and stabbing the fish is fine. Texture's fine. He's got his little mouth open. He's begging for his life. I'm gonna put it just above the cod, because I always go for the salmon. It tastes better, man. It just tastes better. Now, the spider eye wants to be what rotten flesh is, and is doing a atrocious job. It tries to be that food you rely on when you're stuck in a cave, when you have no other food, except it poisons you too. Worst deal in the history of Minecraft. It's trash. It goes down at D tier. And then you got sus stew. Sus stew is like a lotto machine. It's like pulling the slots. And for that reason, it's not so bad. But on the other hand, why not just make mushroom stew? I don't know. Probably B tier. Kind of weird to be sipping down your sus stew and expecting good things to happen. It's just turning kids into gamblers. It doesn't make sense. And then we got the last two. We got sweet berries and your old buddy clownfish here. Why is the clownfish down here? This is supposed to be in alphabetical order. Oh wait, this is the tropical fish. All right, Oh, and we're doing tropical fish first. Why is the tropical fish named tropical fish? That's already gonna knock it down to like D tier. Yeah, this is the worst. This is the worst fish. It goes down here, just under the bowl. The bowl's better. And last but not least, we have the sweet berry. Now, the sweet berry again, great one to have in a pinch. But sometimes when you're in a pinch, you really don't want something that's gonna try to kill you. And every time I try to eat a sweet berry, I place it down and it tries to kill me. So for that reason, the sweet berry absolutely sucks. And that's my list. Feel free to critique me, but I don't really care. This is my ultimate ranking of every single Minecraft food. I gave you the reasoning. You just have to accept it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Got a bunch more content on the screen, and I hope you stick around for that. Who's gonna care about this video?